them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring them out, bring them out.
Hey.
Bring them out, bring them out.
Yeah.
Bring them out, bring them out.
Hey.
Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring them out, bring them out.
All my hot girls yelling,
Bring them out, bring them out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring them out, bring them out.
front to back they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
As a kid with other southern rapper hooded than this, I got rich and I'm still in them. Now we're doing it quick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm a hell. I got some time, Nate. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring them out, bring them
hey,
out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring them out, bring them out.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy going to the air right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Open man, the former Gator, hits Ricky Pearsall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
That's complete to Pearsall. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown and get ahead.
And he's going to have a Rams first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
At the 45-yard line.
Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And down he goes at the 4. A 3-yard pickup. The Rams had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards And now it's 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy now to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 118, watch out.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Get set, get set. 118, watch out.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
118, watch out.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it. 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Outside. 118, watch out.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Somebody got to go. Somebody got to go. Watch him go it.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Purdy will look to throw again here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And no thought of bringing this one out. They'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Stafford. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Hunter is into the end zone. Touchdown, LA. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Purdy, as mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Purdy off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Get him, get him!
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
250!
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Stafford now to throw.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Pass caught by Pearsall.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Purdy looking to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Get set, get set. Rush. Go.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown 49ers. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This going to be returned from the 2. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now it's Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Tutu Atwell.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Rams 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Powering his way forward. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Y'all gotta call my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We got a more Power Ranger.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Stafford. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This is 2nd and 8.
32. Ready. 280.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw is Stafford.
Well, Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson. And into the end zone. A pick 6 from a 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football. And then ultimately, it could wind up costing him the ball game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for LA. $45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27. Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
17-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Stafford. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the 49er hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Rams 21. Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get a pick right here. Let's get a pick.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he is caught. Touchdown, LA! Devontae Adams, 43 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of taking a recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
2nd down and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Oh, and now some space to operate. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Michael Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Back to throw, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Piñeiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Stafford.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
This will be caught inside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Now Stafford.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to push his way through. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on